action.
Hoped the foundry would pack up now Gortash is done for. No such luck.
So, you and Lae'zel. Seems to
Please don't remind me. But keep your guard up with her.
note.
It's all here in the Baldur's Most Gazette. A Gazette of deer keeps the ignorance aware.
Moonrise Towers at last. Make no mistake, I will have answers about these gay tadpoles.
Easy, Lae'zel. We need answers, yes. To catch more flies with honey than vinegar. Perhaps that doesn't translate. I don't know if Githyanki have honey, or vinegar, or flies, even. Let's just show some restraint.
I'm capable of restraint, just as you're capable of raw fury. I trust we'll find reason to exercise both here.
Protect us in that eventuality.
Shadowheart. Such a grim name for such a beautiful
Must
flower.
be prepared.
Could you not stare so blatantly in my neck when you say that, please?
Oh, but do keep calling her Flower. She'll love that.
You know, not sure ghost hunting is for me.
Squeeze their guts out of their ears like an overfilled sausage. Well, my... Snap someone in half. But... Take off that.
The moment you're living in is this one. Worry about the next one when it comes.
Here's hoping those clanking watchers go the same way as Gortash.
Right here. The printing block has never been so hot. Vandals, vandals,
Graffiti. It almost looks like it was done in my hand.
Baldur's Most Gazette.
Did I do this?
A Gazette of deer keeps the ignorance aware.
That graffiti from before. I never thought I'd see it again. Well, I think I was the one who did it. I can recognize my own handwriting. How long ago was this? Years? All the time I spent training, hidden away from the world. I think I must have wanted to leave my mark somewhere. Just to prove I existed. Even to myself.
Stories, get 'em right here. The printing block has never been so hot. Scandals, vandals, where to buy sandals. It's all here in the Baldur's Most Gazette.
Something over there. I should speak up.
This
There's creeps in cloaks creeping around down in the sewers.
What's in here?
Stories, get them right here. Never been so hot. Bundles, where to buy sandals. It's all here in the Baldur Most Gazette. A Gazette a dear keeps the ignorance away.
If Gortash was so clever, how'd he end up dead? Don't think that mouth asking that.
The printing block has never been so hot. Bundles, bundles,
Home with our loved ones.
Urgent deliveries to make.
Urgent, is it? Why, you could be trying to sneak assassins out on your cargo. I'd better search your coat.
Well, I'm very glad they got better.
Darkness shan't find only the Pardon my singing. That lullaby's been stuck in my head since... Oh, funny. I can't recall.
Wonderful little beast. Nimble as anything.
A man of means, judging by his attire. He looks like a merchant or a junior council member. But right now he's without care, entranced by a tree.
There was a squirrel in the tree. Marvelous creature. Inquisitive and nut-crazed. Give it time. I had to wait for... Oh, I don't even know how long to catch a glimpse. You wouldn't happen to know where I live, would you? I am very pleased to meet your acquaintance. And you are?
This is more than a lapse, you sense. Something's been done to the man's memories.
What do you think you're doing?
This is more than a lapse, you sense. Something's been done to the man's memories. The man's mind is a stream of fragmented thoughts, each brushed away by another before it can take purchase.
Marvellous day. Not a care in the world. Moira would have loved this garden. Wait, who's she? Moira? Yes. No. I don't know. I think I remember a face, smiling, young, then older, then ill, then... No, I don't think so. You must be mistaken, friend. I don't know anyone by that name. Well, I remember I was sad, but in truth, I'm not quite sure what caused it. I'm not even sure I know what sad is anymore. And I came from that building over there. They were very nice to me, seemed very helpful. Though, for the life of me, I can't recall what I was doing there in the first place. There must be, you would think. You know, I can swear there is someone, but their name escapes me. Hells, even their face escapes me. A figment of my imagination, perhaps. Oh, it will come back to me. Or not. I'm content enough here, in either case.
One day I'll catch a break.
Welcome. The House of Grief lies just within. We are here to help.
Good. I was just starting.
Here we go. Maybe I need more pockets.
Welcome to the House of Grief. Or perhaps welcome is the wrong word, Shadowheart. There's been some debate whether you'd even show up and face the consequences of your actions. I assumed you tried to flee, like a craven.
Spare me your venom. I'm sure the Mother Superior will have plenty of her own.
All in due time. This is a place of healing. Anyone who partook in our methods did so willingly, and left with a smile on their face, freed from their troubles. Would you accuse a surgeon of robbing a tumor? I think not. As I said, in due time. First, you submit to the mapping of the heart. Only then can we know what is to be done with you. This is the House of Grief. We strive to help those whose hearts have grown heavy, be it with anger, melancholy, grief, or treachery. Submit to the mapping and reveal what lurks in your heart. If you consent, follow me. If you do not, leave. The House of Grief welcomes you and stands ready to ease your troubles.
Welcome, friend. Your burdens are soon to be made as light as a feather. Trust me.
You're supposed to guard the door. No more slacking, or I'll report you to her.
You may enter.
They will not touch upon a lock of you.
Whatever comes, I'm ready. What am I to do? Need to keep going.
You seek to be unburdened, yes? The mapping of the heart can reveal the way. Yet, there is another here whose need is great.
That voice. Allow me. I think I'm supposed to do this.
Do you know why you are here?
There is something I lost. No. Had taken from me. My family. My life. I want it all back.
Loss is a gift, girl. Do you still not understand that? Now give me the true answer. What is your purpose in being here? I am the one who asks the questions. She is the one who answers. You are the one who remains silent. Now, if all our roles are clear, answer me. What is your true purpose?
The artifact. I was sent to retrieve it. At any cost.
And who tasked you with this mission?
The Mother Superior of It's you.
Give me the honor of my name. In full.
I can't. My memory...
I know what's in that head of yours better than you do, girl. My name.
Mother Superior... Viconia Devere.
You still have the wits to recognize your betters. Good. Now descend. You have much to answer for.
An astral projection. We should take this one seriously. She's clever by half. What to do?
Good. I was just starting to miss...
Light on my feet. Indolence breeds madness. Proceeding. No time to rest. Never a dull moment. Without delay.
I think I might have hurt people here. Learned how to break their bodies. Their spirits. Quiet in here now. But it wasn't always so.
Someone there? Hardly a challenge.
I'm ready. Whatever it takes. What do we have here?
Keep your distance, darling.
Disguise can serve a warrior of the Dark Lady better than any armor. That's what they always told us. I think this was my favorite part. Putting these on. Pretending to be someone else. I suppose that's been my whole life.
Let's crack it open. What have we here? I'll just help myself.
Is that blood? No, never mind. At the ready.
I remember this place now. A whole stolen childhood spent in these halls. The Mother Superior must be close. Soon this will all be over.
No time for dallying. I'd better do the talking.
Keep going. Mother Superior will deal with you.
I'll give it a try.
Don't test me.
back up.
Lady Shah shall restore us to our purest form.
They already heard how you disgraced yourself before Lady Shah, how she marked you as the enemy. But it is quite another thing for them to see it for themselves. I am very glad you decided to return. A cautionary tale such as yours will be studied by Lady Shah's initiates for years to come. But perhaps I can make a case for some small measure of mercy. Give me the artifact, and I can at least make this quick.
Enough. I don't answer to you. Not anymore. I'm here for my family.
That's right. I know what you did. And it's not going to be quick.
This is your family. And now you have turned your back on it. The artifact was your last chance to prove yourself. And you squandered it. Whispers reached my ears from all corners. Potential rivals of Lady Shah, all vying for the same prize. A new god, amassing the disaffected, the outcasts. Those who should turn to us. This absolute is but an upstart, disturbing the natural order and threatening to impede the glorious return of Lady Shah's pure, endless darkness. I had to act. I had to strangle that foul conspiracy while it was still in the cradle. We learned all we could. The artifact was the one thing the absolutists feared. The one thing they desperately wanted to keep out of their enemy's grasp. I had to have it. Lady Shah's concerns lie elsewhere, with another. But she is a goddess. She can afford to ignore that which does not threaten her. I must keep her faith alive in mortal hearts. I must defend her ways, lead her children, stop all threats. Even if I must go against her wishes, I will prove myself her most loyal servant.
Shah doesn't care. She was always going to use you and discard you. But now I'm going to deal with you first.
You there! Surrender this one to me now, and you can consider Lady Shah's forces your allies in the battles to come. As you like. Lilala! For Shah!
Time to kill.
stand in my way.
Can't afford to let up.
Where do I go from here? Have to keep going. Right, time to skulk about.
I am Lady Shadow's instrument. I know your
Unknown father, offering an embrace of fang and claw.
You will not take me.
Lady Shah's will shall be done. Sure as night shall fall.
Lady Shah's will shall be done! Her foes shall perish!
The Dark Lady's foes must die!
I wonder what the next move is.
Salvation without sacrifice.
Lady Shah smiles upon our endeavors.
I must keep going.
Let's get going. Time to press ahead. I'd like some time to talk.
My... Oh, darling. It sounds awful.
I've not felt the presence of the Shadow Weave like this since we left behind that cursed darkness.
How can I help?
Directly.
So it seems, but game's not over yet. New cards are drawn, new hands are played, newcomers place a bet. A knave, a wizard, devil gift, the odds are cast anew, and Baldur's fate now turns upon the whims of fortune's view.
My pleasure.
Enough waiting. I crave blood.
No one back home will ever believe this.
The gift of loss will soothe all woes, but only for those who deserve it. Assure your place at her side. Serve her to your last breath, and you shall have no fear of death.
There is no fear, but fear of failing the fancy. Lady Shah watches our every step.
Lady Shah's dark meets us all. But how shall you meet it? And then shall you be embraced by the dark or devoured? Only your actions can determine your reward or punishment.
We shall serve. We shall be embraced.
Together, we shall watch light be snuffed from the world with joy in our hearts. We shall be robed in black satin and embraced by Lady Shah beneath an extinguished sun. All burdens shall be lifted, all pains forgotten. We shall be free.
Lady Lady Shah shall restore us to our purest form.
Don't test me.
Those who cling to light are destined to lose it. Candles will gutter. Hearts will burn low. The stars will dim. Shed no tears for such fools. They are unworthy of Lady Shah's truth and doom themselves. We shall leave them behind. The Knights shall lead us to our reward.
There can be no reward without loss. No salvation without sacrifice.
Lady Shah smiles upon our endeavors.
Each of you has suffered in your own way and sought out the Nightsinger. The gift of loss will soothe all woes, but only for those who deserve it. Assure your place at her side. Serve her to your last breath, and you shall have no fear of death.
There is no fear, but fear of failing the Nightsinger. Lady Shah watches our every step.
Lady Shah's...
But
how shall you meet it? When the time comes, shall you be embraced by the dark or devoured by it? Only your actions can determine your reward or punishment.
We shall serve. We shall be embraced, Lady
Together, we shall watch light be snuffed from the world with joy in our hearts. We shall be robed in black satin and embraced by Lady Shah beneath an extinguished sun. All burdens shall be lifted, pains forgotten. We shall be free.
Free from light, free from pain, free from all.
Lady Shah shall restore us to our purest form.
Those who cling to light are destined to lose it. Candles will gutter. Hearts will burn low. The stars will shed no tears for such Lady Shah's truth and doom themselves. We shall leave them behind. The Knights shall lead us to our reward.
There can be no reward without loss. No salvation without sacrifice.
Lady Shah smiles upon our endeavors.
Each of you has suffered in your own way and sought out the Nightsinger. The gift of loss will soothe all woes, but only for those who deserve it. Assure your place at her side. Serve her to your last breath, and you shall have no fear of death.
There is no fear, but fear of failing the Nightsinger. Lady Shah watches our every step.
Lady Shah's darkness awaits us all. But how shall you meet it? When the time comes, shall you be embraced by the dark or devoured? Your actions can determine your reward or punishment.
We shall serve. We shall be embraced.
Together, we shall watch light. And embraced by Lady Shah beneath the extinguished sun. Burdens shall be lifted, all pains forgotten. We shall be free.
Free from light, free from pain, free from
Lady Shah shall restore us to our purest form.
Those who cling. Hearts will burn low. The stars will dim. Shed no tears for such fools. They are unworthy of Lady Shah's truth and doom themselves. We shall leave them behind. The Nightsinger Lead us to our reward.
There can be no reward without loss. No salvation without sacrifice.
Lady Shah smiles upon our endeavors.
Each of you has suffered in your own way and sought out the Night Singer. The gift of loss will soothe all woes, but only for those who did not.
There is no fear, but fear of failing a Night Singer.
Joy in our hearts. We shall be robed in black satin and embraced by an extinguished sun. All burdens shall be lifted, all pains forgotten. We shall be free.
Free from pain, free from...
They already heard how you disgraced yourself before Lady Shah. How she marked you as the enemy. But it is quite another thing for them to see it for themselves. I am very glad you decided to return. A cautionary tale such as yours will be studied by Lady Shah's initiates for years to come. But perhaps I can make a case for some small measure of mercy.
Enough!
The artifact was your last chance to prove yourself. And you we learned all we could. You there! Surrender as Lilala!
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Swift and lethal. Taste my fury.
I speak, they burn.
On my way.
I am Lady Shah's instrument. You cannot win.
The Dark Lady's fools must die!
Tenebra.
The nastier shall prevail.
Oh. Need to stay focused.
Gone with the weave.
Take much more.
Let's finish this.
straight.
Ready. Time to strike. Let us cheat death.
Time to push my luck again. Let's get this over with. Shouldn't have made me your enemy.
Unleash me.
What's the plan?
Fighting is futile. Darkness awaits you.
these mortals be?
Got to keep fighting.
The lance board is set.
No choice but to keep going.
I will ascend. Let's end this.
Can't even catch my breath.
Time to strike.
Nothing important is ever easy.
I will ascend.
A rough tempest I will raise.
I am death. My faith will protect me. Victory awaits.
Never a dull moment.
I am fury. I am death. I will not know failure.
Sometimes the only way out is through. What path lies before me? Out of sight, out of mind.
For the ages. Victory is assured.
What should I do?
dim.
Survival is all that matters.
I have to find my parents. They must be close.
Let's not get caught off guard. What path lies before me?
Vlaakith's will be done.
At least things have stayed interesting.
No time to dally.
Take your...
No one stopped me yet.
Oh, enough waiting. I crave blood.
My faith protects me. Let's see what's to be said.
Finish it. Send me to Lady Shah's embrace.
She still has answers I need. My parents. Where are they?
So blunt. Have you forgotten all the interrogation techniques I taught you? Where is the finesse?
Answer me!
They are right through that door in the Chamber of Loss, where they have been all along. You saw them many times, only we made you forget. But they didn't forget. They watched as we molded you. They watched, they wept, they bled, often at your hand. It may not be a happy reunion, but it will be a memorable one.
Why? Why me? Why all this effort?
Lady Shah commanded me, and I obeyed. I do not question. I merely act as she wills me to. I had an enclave in Waterdeep, you know. Much grander than this. Shah ordered me to raise it. Kill all who followed me. Claim they betrayed me. When in fact, I slew those who showed nothing but loyalty. Shah had me do that. And I did. To cover my tracks. To usher in you.
What are you talking about?
You became my mission. To take a child of Selûne's and turn her over to Lady Shah. To show that all light fades and darkness will prevail in the end. All this was to make you into what the Dark Lady needed you to be. The planning,
The training. Those deaths in Waterdeep. It was all to groom you to replace me at her right-hand side. And still you threw it away.
I want to see my parents. And I don't care what happens to this one. She's been in my head long enough already. Do what you like. I know you'll choose well.
What are you doing? Come back and finish this yourself. You owe me that.
Let go, Mother. Embrace loss.
I'm adept at it. Alluve.
Looking ahead.
Viconia sought that which she could never have controlled. Her failure was written from the start.
Another day, another god trying to make us her playthings. We'll have the whole Pantheon interfering with us if we're not careful.
Shah did not come to Viconia's defense. All who bow to her are disposable pawns. In the end, the mission she sent me on was a lie. Same as everything else she ever told me. She sowed her own downfall in trying to take the prism for herself. Had she never sent me, I'd still bow to Shah, none the wiser. My parents are still captive. I need to free them.
Eager for battle. Objective noted. What lies within?
Still breathing, despite everything.
I'll take this way.
Can't give up now. Come on, open up.
There's no time to waste. Let's try this way.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
With haste. Cursed to put my hands on everything. There's a hole back there, behind the crates.
A little hideaway. Why does this place seem so familiar?
I must keep going. Might as well.
reflex of a mirror that steals memories. Is that how they did this to me? Wits and blades, always sharp.
What's next, I wonder?
Only a patriarch's loss can open this door. If there's anything this city's nobility would hate to lose, it's their wealth.
I've got a long road ahead. Can't keep me out.
Grows up after I moved something on the altar. There is work to do. This way. Let's see. No harm in a little conversation.
Shadowheart? I wasn't sure if I'd ever lay eyes on you again. It's me, Nocturne. Do you remember?
Remind me?
We trained together. We used to be close. I'm glad to see you're all right.
I don't remember you.
Oh. A pity. Perhaps we can talk some more later? That is, if you're not about to turn on me. It seems you no longer walk in the Dark Lady's shadow.
Shah condemned me. By her decree, you and I are enemies.
Only if you wish us to be. You may not remember, but we shared a lot together once. Good times. Hard times. I will not turn on you, even if it angers Lady Shah.
That's good enough for me. I'm not sure what I expected coming back to this place. Certainly not a friend. There must be all sorts you can tell me. Things I can't even remember.
There are, but with the Mother Superior gone, I don't know if I can stay here to reminisce. Perhaps there's another enclave out there for me.
You don't need Shah.
You don't, perhaps. Not everyone is as brave. I'll leave come tomorrow. Come see me before then. I was working as quartermaster. I can sell you some things to aid you. And we can catch up. I can still scarcely believe it. You've returned, and the Mother Superior is gone. So much can change, so quickly. But be sure to get everything you need. Come tomorrow, I'll be gone. At least we can talk freely, now that she is gone. What can I do for you? Well, you had a pet mouse for a while. It was against the rules, of course. You used to hide him under your robes and feed him from your rations. Nibbles. I suggested Bree, but you were having none of it. She caught you with him. Forced you to get rid of him in front of everyone. To make an example. You always loved animals. But you never let yourself get too close after that. I'm sorry. Not the sort of thing you want to hear, I'm sure. Well... you know that little scar on your elbow? I was there when you picked that up. It was years ago when we were initiates. Some of the others were intent on tormenting us until you showed them the error of their ways. I think it was 6 against 2, and most of them were bigger than us to boot, but you saw them off, all of them. There were some bruised lips and black eyes in the mess hall that night, and from then on they left us alone. Or at least, they bothered us less. A collision between your elbow and the teeth of a girl called Baldur. She came away from it worse than you. She was on the same mission as you. I suppose she won't be coming back. In any case, the Mother Superior soon broke up the fighting, though she didn't punish us. In fact, I saw her smiling. I think she was proud of you. Just small things, silly things. The sort you'd scarcely recall even if your memories were left intact. You had a little hiding place that you went to when you needed to get away. You brought me there sometimes. We'd talk, play, read, do each other's hair. You'd be the first. As quartermaster, I was able to keep it hidden back there, exactly as you left it. The plait and fringe? Yes, on your instructions, of course. You were very intent on a bold look, I think you said. My hands were cramped by the time I finished, but you were very pleased. I like the new look as well, though. You always did like a dramatic touch. Remains to be seen. This place is all I've ever known. In time, perhaps I'll venture out there, see what I've been missing. But for now, old habits die hard.
What do we have here?
At least we can talk freely, now that she is gone. Just... you had...
I'd better take a peek. 30 years of my life, documented like I was some sort of specimen. Astral prism, I'll wager.
All's well that ends not as bad as it could have.
These jewels. Why do I remember these, of all things? A gift from Soldanessala, Mother Superior said. Curious. I could never quite tell if she was proud of them or not.
Can't afford to stay idle.
Is something...
All right, what now? Have to keep going. Seems like a good moment to talk.
Greetings. Do you seek to trade? As Shadowheart's friend, I'll extend the privilege to you as well. Be sure to get everything you need.
My faith will guide me.
Worth grabbing. On I go.
I see them. I see my parents. Gods, what's been done to them? while to speak.
It can't be. Another vile trick.
No. There is no trick. It's her. Jennifer. Jan. Our little girl.
Moon Maiden's grace. It is you.
I'm here to get you out of here. They're all gone. It's over.
It is not over. You see, it matters not if you raise this place. If you slay every one of your brothers and sisters. That was never where my power resided. Every time you tried to step away from me, every time you tried to reach for Selûne, my hold on you bites deeper. If you had learned, if you had obeyed, there would be no pain. But you struggle on. You will make things worse for yourself. And for them. I am neither. I am nothing. I am the empty room. The dreamless sleep. The shadow's shadow. There was no pain before my sister set the sun aflame. Now you exist to suffer. Until you find your way back to my embrace.
Enough! I'm taking my parents away from here. I'm taking them away from you!
You cannot. We are still bound to you. You cannot both free us and free yourself from her curse. The Moon Maiden needs you more than she needs us. You are the future. You must return to the fold. We are the past. And our duty is almost done.
Eloquently put. His mind stood up well to his time here. The same cannot be said for your mother. Such brief, fragile lives humans lead. This is my final lesson. I leave you now to dwell on your mistakes and make your choice.
Shah's parting words make your flesh crawl. There is no lesson to be learned here, only a family's torment, a spiteful goddess's whims, and an unspeakable choice to be made.
She's gone. I don't understand.
Shah will never admit defeat. Not until she has stolen one last thing from you. We cannot allow your future to be her last prize. Not after all your mother and I have endured. To see you again. Your companion understands, I think. Help her, please. Help her see what must be done.
I'm sorry. I didn't know any of this was happening until it was much too late. I came to try to put things right.
And you did. You found us. All these years, that dream kept us going, that you would break free. No matter what they made you do to us, we knew you were still in there.
I knew the Dark Woods wouldn't frighten you. You were always such a brave girl.
She was, and still is. You've saved us. Now save yourself. You'll be out of Shah's reach, and we'll be at peace.
I only just found you again after all this time. I can't lose you again.
We'll still be with you. By the Moon Maiden's grace, we'll never be far. Please, Jennifer.
Is this truly what you want?
It is what we need. All of us. You were meant to be a guiding light for Selûne's faithful, but they robbed you from us. Now that can be righted, and we can rest.
Help us, Jen. I can let go. Now I've seen your face again.
Goodbye.
Not goodbye. Not even close.
Moonmotes. They bring Selûne's light to dark places and offer guidance to those in need. My parents are watching over me. Let's leave this place. There's nothing more for me here. Shadowheart, still. I can't run away from who I was all this time. Besides, there's something fitting to it. Can't cast a shadow without sunlight.
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
My parents. I saw them. Spoke to them. And let them go. It's more than I can take in just now. Give me a night to try and get my head together.
It is no small thing to slay one's life-bringers. Shadowheart did what was right, not what was easy.
What Shadowheart did for her parents was a profound act of love. Her courage is... well, it's quite something to behold.
Nothing good here, I hope. I've got a long road ahead. Very well. All right, what now? Best get going. Let's see what this does.
A huge, polished disc looms before you. A mirror, one used by the Sharans to plunder memories from the minds of others.
This feels familiar to me somehow. I'm sure I've stood before this mirror before. Many times, perhaps.
Let me work my magic.
A huge, polished disc looms before you. A mirror, one used by the Sharans to plunder memories from the minds of others. Your prayers fade away into the night. The huge mirror stares down.
This feels familiar to me somehow. I'm sure I've stood before this mirror before.
Quite ready for you. Yes, of course.
A huge, polished disc looms before you. A mirror, one used by the Sharans to plunder memories from the minds of others. A huge, polished disc looms before you. A mirror, one used by the Sharans to plunder memories from the minds of others. You feel a presence, dark and ancient. It approves of your fealty. The mirror's emptiness seems to draw you into a stupefying embrace. Your thoughts, feelings, memories, they grow slow and drowsy, drifting away from each other. You must surrender some part of yourself. But what? The deception failed. The dark mirror seems to turn. The mirror's emptiness seems you must surrender some part of yourself. But what? The deception fails. The dark mirror is...
This feels familiar to me somehow.
Blackett's will be done.
A huge polished disc. The mirrors, you must surrender some part of yourself. But what? The mirror's emptiness seems to draw you into a stupefying embrace. Your thoughts, feelings, memories, they grow slow and drowsy, drifting away from each other. The mirror's emptiness seems to draw you into a stupefying embrace. Your thoughts, feelings, memories, they did the dark mirror.
This feels familiar to me somehow.
Blackets will be done.
No time to rest. Never wanted the easy path. Already feeling better.
Is some... Shook. You believe... As you...
Shadow, but her suffering is over, and so is her parents. I hope she finds comfort in that. That...
Defender of the people. Where am I needed?
A huge, polished disc looms before you. A mirror. One used by the Sharans to plunder memories from the minds of others. A huge, polished... The mirror, you must surrender some part of yourself. But what? To your surprise, the false memory is accepted. It fades from your mind as easily as it was conjured forth. A foreign sensation assails you. For a moment, you do not feel like yourself. A jumble of memories clamor for your attention. They range from ancient to new, but none are yours. Whatever power lurks deeper in the recesses of the mirror has no interest in you. The dark mirror seems to...
Two steps at a time.
What to do? How much further can I go? I have a lot on my mind.
Let's talk. Are you sure?
Ever will Shar try to twist bonds of love into chains of service. Shadowheart did not let her. I cannot presume to know her parents, or what they suffered. But I know that they were proud, in the end. As you wish.
A cruel task fell to Shadowheart. But she did as her parents wished. She has my eternal respect. And I hope she soon finds peace.
Ready and waiting.
I'm so glad Shadowheart's ordeal is over. It'll be a long time before she'll come to terms with all this, but at least now, she can start. Free of Shar.
A huge, polished disc looms before you. A mirror, one that was used to wrest your memories from you.
Have a lot on my mind, and, well, in it.
The huge mirror stares down at you like a great dark.
Breathe deep and move. Can't give up now. Here goes nothing.
A Githyanki. Head removed. They tortured her for information, then made sure the corpse couldn't help anyone else.
A long way to go still. This way.
There's something in that debris.
Never a dull moment. Wonder if the gods are watching me. Something's on my mind.
I'm ready.
At least we can talk freely, now that you had. At least we can talk free. Remains to be seen. This place is all.
Got to keep moving. Better get to it.
Methinks I spotted something.
Stay idle. Need to find a way forward.
Got to concentrate.
May the dice roll in my favor. With haste.
what you heard. On the hunt.
Talk to me.
What's next, I wonder? Let's try this way. Sounds like gold. Trees collected, no doubt.
No one back home will ever believe this. Can't slow down.
Whatever comes, I'm ready. Let's see what I can glean.
I think I should be quite happy living in a tree. Greenery and birdsong all around. Moira? Yes. No. I don't know. No, I don't think so.
Got to press on.
You know, I'm not sure ghost hunting is for me.
Better take a look.
The Society of Brilliance has quite the reputation. Even Waterdavian academics refer to their works from time to time.
They talk a great deal, but do very little. Which may be for the best.
I take it you're not inclined to study the wonders of the Underdark?
Some inhabitants and cultures, maybe.
Oi! Stop a moment! Commander! You're in trouble! Get him right. Oi!
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times. Wonder what's past this.
Watch your elders and learn. Oh, Maller's Mark, here we go.
Are we quite sure she hasn't actually died this time, brother? She looks dead.
Smells it too. Ooh.
It has been a hard road. But I can clip you both around the ear to prove I am no ghost. If it would help.
Forgive us, Mother. We're just surprised you still know how to find your way home. She always brings the smartest people home, too.
Enough, Ryan. I taught you better manners than that.
No, you didn't.
A sending spell can carry 25 words. Do you know how many Jaheira's only message contained? In all this time she's been away? 7. The message went, I'm sorry, you know what to do.
So why haven't you done it? You were supposed to get the young ones out of the city.
And you were supposed to be dead. That's what your oh-so-stoic message meant, yes? Yet here you are. So, what happened out there?
I got my skin saved by this one. We've come to take the fight to the cult. Which is exactly why you all cannot be here.
Why? You plan on winning, don't you? You're the one who saved her, so tell me. Are we all doomed? So fight. That's what all you heroes and harpers are for, isn't it?
You are a very irritating girl.
This isn't your house, remember? You'll keep a civil tongue under our roof if we let you stay at all.
Have mercy, sister. She's old, after all.
So old!
Seems I'm outvoted. See, Mother? That is how you go about talking things through with your family. Now, if there's more to discuss, then bloody well come in. And wipe your boots.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
Yes? I have given you much reason to think that Harpers hoard secrets like precious stones, but I promise you, this was not some intrigue. Just, plain and simple foolishness. As if by keeping clear of my family, I might keep them clear of the cult in turn. And if this fight were to go against us, well, they had already done their mourning. Why visit it on them twice? If fool I be, then at least I'm in good company. I was wrong to think I could keep my children from this fight. They're Baldurian born and bred. The only damned reason I root myself in this place. This city is a cesspit. An open sewer of the soul that taints us with its filth and churns us out when all that is good has been stripped away. It also happens to be their home. And so it is mine. Ugh. That might be the first time I have said that out loud. Now come. We had best get to saving it. Lest Ryan turn her ire on us both.
That little hideaway that we found in the cloister, it almost felt like I'd found a piece of my childhood. A childhood I don't truly remember. But remember it or not, I felt right at home there. Surrounded by books and night orchids. Maybe. Or maybe I already liked night orchids and I chose that place because of them. The particulars of childhood can grow hazy even if your memories haven't been tampered with. But I felt safe there. I know that much. Well, can you imagine what it would have been like growing up in that place? Endless training, no privacy, facing scorn wherever I looked. I can very easily imagine I needed somewhere to escape to, if I was to survive. Nocturne and I must have come here a lot. We probably had plenty we wanted to hide from. Anyway, I think that little hideaway helped shape who I am, as much as any sermon or training did. Funny the things that influence you. Most are lost forever. Some may creep back into my mind if I encounter anything that helps clear the fog. Then there's what Shah did restore to me. Memories of pain, suffering. Both my own and what I inflicted. It's overwhelming. Like a lifetime's worth of nightmares unleashed all at once upon waking. I can barely untangle one moment from another, not that I even want to. I just know that my heart sinks if I let my thoughts wander to them. Of course. From the first time I laid eyes on you right until now. That's all safe. I wouldn't surrender even a moment of it. Shah seeks to break people. To fill their lives with despair so that they will turn to her for relief. Perhaps she thought this would lead me back to her in time. But it won't. I fought too hard to win my freedom. I will not give it up again, no matter how much it hurts.
A natural impulse to try and shield one's loved ones from danger, especially when you feel a moral compunction to run headfirst towards it. I suspect any child of Jaheira's will share her self-destructive sense of justice. At least her words give them pause for thought.
Bad soil? Don't tell Mother.
That reminds me, I'm working on our family tree.
That might be worth a look.
You're next.
Well, I'm afraid you won't find us dangling from any of the same branches, Sproutling.
So we'll graft on another. A druid should know how to do that, shouldn't he?
I suppose he should, at that. Oh, come on.
A fine day to you, sir. Are you known to this court? Sir Fluffington.
Jessamine discovered an old family tree in my study. We haven't had a moment's peace since.
Tetherian nobility. You might be royalty, Jaheira. You don't want to be queen, of course, and Ryon curses too much, so it would have to be me.
Careful, girl. They have a habit of taking against tyrants there.
Huh. I'm not a tyrant. If anyone calls me one, I'll have Fig chop their head off.
Let's have a look. Let's have a look.
I take no responsibility for your plants. You know I'm more of a mushroom man.
You've let my study turn into a thicket. Is this what I am hearing?
I tended to it. I just let it thrive in its own independence. You know, same way you raised us.
I raised you to be a sweet and kind boy. What happened?
I watched what you did instead of listening to what you said. This house has taken in a lot of children over the years. Mother dear was sometimes more commander than, well, mother dear. I believe the phrase she preferred was, "The fouler the fertilizer, the fairer the flower."
Oh, so you do listen?
I've only ever seen her truly angry once. We were down the market when I was about 9 years old. Some merchant started in with the usual, "Yes, but where's your family? Whose son are you, really?" When Mother was done with him, well, let's say he won't have any sons of his own to worry about.
Nature's law in action.
Oh, come on, Ferdinand. I just trimmed you.
Worry about the next one.
Good, strong roots.
Let us show them how it's done.
You three have been just guzzling the water recently. Save some for the others, all right?
This ought to be good.
Don't tell Mother. Oh, come on, Ferdinand. I just trimmed you. Coming along nicely there, Floki. Good, strong roots. You three have been just guzzling the water recently.
Such authority.
All these people. Loved ones, look around you. It's peaceful, isn't it?
I hope you were hibernating, little cub. I can't think of another reason you wouldn't come down to say hello.
Jaheira! I didn't want to see if you were really dead. They said...
Who said?
Jord and Ryan. They didn't think I could hear.
You little sneak thief. Well, they were wrong. Look! Not dead. I just... had a few adventures. Like,
Moonrise. Like the place from your stories, Jaheira.
the very same. We can give that one a happy ending after all. Now, cub. Solitude is a wonderful thing, but not too much. Come downstairs and fight with your sisters.
Wait. Here. I was... keeping this safe.
My Harper pin. Oh, was a certain little sneak thief playing down in my sanctuary?
No.
This Harper pin opens more doors than most. Come down to my study and see if you can figure it out. as well? What good all this ethereal Eladrin blood if I can still get pimples?
Working on our family tree. I've already placed Ryan. You're next.
I wondered if it would take you long to spot. Pay no mind to those. You're probably safe so long as I am here. But if you do not trust me, take the weight from the pressure plate there. Have no fear. The traps aren't meant for you. But, better to stick close, eh?
All's well that ends not as bad as it could have.
Still some way to go. The only patch of wilderness this city permits me. There ought to be supplies here to aid us.
Looking ahead. I want to have a word.
The Archdruid's eyes and ears have fallen away in her absence. I'm training new ones.
Down by the Blushing Mermaid, there's a stink of something fey. Smell of arse, too. But Boss doesn't care about that. I bring word of gnomes. Gnomes in the sea.
There's been killings in a holy place. Stinks of incense and blood.
Let's move.
Boots worn through.
Jaheira's adept at keeping secrets, and for good reason. She was wise to try and keep her family safe. I just wish I could have done the same.
What's on your mind?
Work to be done. Work to be done.
Best avoid that trap.
What's inside?
No one stopped me yet. With a flick of the wrist.
Ready and waiting. Well, certainly waiting. Open up then. Scratchings. Of no account. A gift from my husband. I've had to renew parts over the years, but the heart remains the same as the day he gave it to me.
At least things have stayed interesting.
Yes? The threat of spanking never kept the children from poking through my things. Why should it deter you? It is a ritual, or it describes one at least, practiced by druids of certain esoteric circles. If they be learned and powerful enough, the practitioner of this ritual might slow their aging, extend their life well beyond its natural reach. In greener days, I might have been strong enough to do it. I might be yet, with the right preparations. Any druid? But the scroll is not the ritual itself, only part of my research on its working. Do not look at me like that. I have been content to see the span of my natural years. A privilege far too few in this world can claim. I do not speak of clinging to life for its own sake, I just look back on that life's work and I wonder, is it done? The dead three plague the world still. The city still falls prey to small minds like Gortash or lost souls like Orin. It is every Harper's hope to be a light that drives out darkness. But I've lived long enough to see so many of those lights burn out, while the shadows cling stubbornly on. Knowing that, isn't it our duty to burn on if we can? To fight for as long as we are able?
I wallowed in darkness for too long. If I could extend the time I have left in the light, I think I'd take it.
Perhaps. But if the darkness is really going to swallow everything as you Sharan say, it should at least have to work for its supper. In truth, I had put this ritual from my mind. Until last light. Trapped in that darkness. I turned to my research again. What if I was a little stronger? As fast as I once had been. Then you came. And made the question moot. But I kept this. Just in case, I told myself. A final resort. Perhaps you were not the savior you seemed. I had learned better than to think of life as some simple tale after all. There is no guarantee of happy endings, or true heroes. I believe that still. But when I look on all that we have achieved since, I wonder perhaps it is not heroes we need. Only people who are willing to try. I do not know what manner of story that makes. But I do know that without an ending, it would be no story at all. So I will accept mine. When and however it comes. As for this city story, well, that is entirely your problem now, Cub. Do not thank me for slinging a weight around your neck. I might start to feel bad. I do mean what I say. But I am also a harper. In every honeyed word, there is a hook. But I do not plan on going anywhere just yet. And besides, you still have a tadpole in your skull. You are almost certainly going to die first. Ask it. Oh dear. Should I brace myself for some fashion advice? But I suppose you have earned better than glibness from me. It was a gift from my husband Khalid. He was a harper. A better one than me, truth be told. Any idiot can swing a sword, but to believe in the cause with the whole of your heart, a much trickier thing. He died. Alone. In pain. And far too young. Murdered by a mage who craved immortality. I'll not grant it by naming him in the same breath as my husband.
The quiet, unassuming shadow to Jaheira's strength, Khalid was another warrior who helped end the Barspawn crisis. shortly after he was murdered by the mad mage John Irenicus.
Most harpers swagger and flash their feathers to catch your attention. Khalid was quiet to a fault. I've never known a warrior to go so far out of his way to avoid a fight, which meant the few he chose were usually the right ones. And when we were married, on an upturned cart in the rainy Dalelands, he stammered so much. I've never been sure if our vows actually counted. Oh, I'm sure time and an aging mind has smoothed out a few of his flaws. But he was a good man. The songs make much of Khalid's meekness. The quiet little harper who had to keep a tight hold on his courage, but he had it when it counted. And more than that, he had compassion. When you live a harper's life, see all that a harper sees, that is by far the harder thing to hold on to. But a bard can tell you all the rest. As for all the things they cannot, well, I shall just have to keep those for myself. Let me guess, you need something.
still alive, so that's progress. Still breathing, despite everything. All's well that ends not as bad as it could have. These boots have seen everything. I've got a long road ahead. To not be cursed.
The water recently.
Pointed ears primed.
No arguing. Just tell me you're well.
I am well.
And Minsk?
We're working on it.
You'll get him back. I owe him a kicking for showing Fig how to throw hatchets. So, this cult. What's our plan?
I'm not fool enough to think I can change your mind. But if you're staying, I don't want you taking up arms. There are other ways to fight.
Really? Like what? A fair point. Though I'll leave the herb lore to Jord. I was always better at breaking bones than mending them.
I remember. The very reason Jord had so many patients to hone his craft on.
If I have to stay home and babysit, then it's your job to make sure there's still a home to look after. Take what you need, and we'll do the grand reunion when you come back for good. So, lovely as it is to have you back, Mother. Go away. You have work to do.
Aye, aye, Commander. Wait, one more thing. There are doppelgangers on our trail. One even went so far as to steal my face.
Huh. All right, then. If you turn up looking for hugs and kisses, I'll be sure to shoot first.
That's my girl.
Commander!
Spare me your salutes, little traitor. You walked me right into that ambush.
Sorry, Commander. You are my commander, but Jord promised me pies.
Huh. I can't fault your priorities. You'll look after them for me?
Can I have a real sword?
No.
Fine.
No rest. Be you wicked or wise.
All right, what now?
Yes?
I need a quick word.
Oh
Old Lady Whitburn, the mother-in-law, never comes down to the lower city. I'm glad I'm not such a snob.
Good day. What could...
The foundry will pack up before Josh is done. No such luck. Belchers, metal creatures. Keep the city clean of my arse.
Wits and blades, always sharp.
No one back home will ever believe this. Let's be on my way.
The moment you're living in is this one. Worry about the next one.
Here's hoping those clanking watchers go the same way as Porter.
So, that's because there's nothing.
Still breathing, despite everything. Looking ahead. Seems simple enough.
I think about it too.
Enter, if that...
Let's move.
Wait to show off.
the coin seems to be there, if a little blood-stained. You lot are enthusiastic about your lord's work.
Our Lady. We serve only the absolute.
Oh, silly me. We Zentarim are so long past our own godly roots, I'm afraid I forget the half of them. But you, I know. When did you start worshipping gods? Did they give your wee rodent a worm friend, too?
Rodent?
Enough! You will show the Stone Lord proper respect, and you will return to the Guildhall and do as we have paid you to.
Of course. I only thought...
Wait.
And suddenly, another presence looms in your mind. Another tadpole.
Some sneak thief lurks nearby. The same one I sensed in the counting house.
I can taste your thoughts, coward! Come out, so I may spill them on the ground!
Flop all you wish, little fish. But Minsk has caught you.
On that note, good luck.
And suddenly, another presence looms in your...
I can taste your thoughts, coward! Come out, so I may spill them on the ground!